It says, check that your answer to the last slide is a solution by plugging it in. You can use the calculator at the top of this screen. Okay, so we're going to plug in -7 in all these x values to see what we get. So using our calculator, I have already plugged it in. Now remember, make sure you put parentheses. It's really important where they are showing you parentheses. So anytime you plug in any value, you should always use parentheses. So -7 cubed plus 5 times -7 squared minus 16 times -7 minus 14 gives us 0. So in other words, when x equals -7, y equals 0. So we put in 0 there. Let's go ahead and see what is next. If x equals -7 is an x-intercept, what is one factor? All right, so if you recall from previous activities, if we have x equals -7 is an intercept, that means if we bring the -7 to the left, that adds 7 to both sides, we will get x plus 7. So x plus 7 is a factor. Divide x cubed plus 5x squared minus 16x minus 14 by x plus 7. Okay, so using our area model. So let's go ahead and see what we get when we divide. So we will have x squared here on the top. X squared times x is x cubed. X squared times 7 is 7x squared. We want the next term to be 5x squared, so I'm going to subtract 2x squared. X times -2x is -2x squared. -2x times 7 is -14x. I will subtract 2x to get -16x. And then here I will have -2, and -2 times 7 is -14. So we can see that we have 0 as a remainder. So our quotient is x squared minus 2x minus 2. In other words, you can see these two matches, so our remainder is 0. That means x squared minus 2x minus 2 is also a factor. So we divided by x plus 7. So if I multiply by x plus 7 times x squared minus 2x minus 2, I will get this resulting bottom row. All right. Use your new factor to complete the following equation. So x plus 7, and other factor is x. Okay, maybe they want us to write in parentheses. So x squared minus 2x minus 2. That is our other factor. Carlos now needs to solve x to the 4 minus 4x cubed minus 4x squared plus 24x minus 9 equals 0. So he graphs y equals x to the 4 minus 4x cubed. All right, that in decimals, and sees the graph to the left. From the graph, what is an integer whole x-intercept? So let's go ahead and see. We can see this is definitely not an integer. Neither is this. But right here, we have x equals 3 is an integer. So that is our intercept. If x equals 3 is an intercept, an x-intercept, recall if it is a pass, bounce, or bend to determine how to write the factor. All right, well, looking back, we saw that it bounced, right? So let's go back. Right here at x equals 3, that is a bounce. So there's going to be a degree 2 polynomial here, or in other words, 2 of these. So 2 of these would be x minus 3 as a factor squared. So that would be the bottom one right here. Divide x to the 4 minus 4x cubed minus 4x squared plus 24 x minus 9 by x minus 3. Okay, so I will use my paper to write this since my app doesn't work well. Let's go ahead and see what we get. This is so exciting. All right, so up here, it's going to be an x cubed, because x cubed times x is x to the 4. This will give us negative 3x cubed. I want the next term to add up to negative 4, so I will subtract negative x cubed, and this will have to be a negative x squared here. And negative x squared times x gives this. Negative x squared times negative 3 is positive 3x squared. But then we want it to add up to negative 4x squared. So we should subtract 7x squared. Therefore, up here will be negative 7x. And negative 7x times negative 3 is positive 21x. And to get from 21 to 24, we need to add 3x. And 3 times 3 is 3x. 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. So therefore, negative 9 and negative 9 match. We have a remainder 0. That means our answer is right here. All right, let's go back. Our answer to this is x raised to the third minus x raised to the second minus 7x plus 3. Now you're going to divide your new factor by x minus 3, again to determine the third factor. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use that to divide by x minus 3. So let me copy that down. So suspenseful. All right, let's see what we get when we divide by x minus 3. So x times what number up here gives us x cubed, so it's x squared, and then negative 3 times x squared is negative 3x squared. We want negative x squared, so I'm going to add 2x squared, and this will give us 2x up here. 2x times x gives us this. 2x times negative 3 is negative 6. I want negative 7 next, so I will subtract x, and then this could only be negative 1. Negative 1 times x is negative x, and negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. So we could see that this again has a remainder of 0. So our next factor is x squared plus 2x minus 1.